just for clear verification, all of these videos that I've been making, let's say for the last 2 months, 3 months, they've all been made on my LG, the letter L, the letter G, cell phone. Carrier being T-Mobile, being an American, I mean, it's Deutsche Telekom supposedly, but I am in feet on the ground, F-E-E-T, or boots, B-O-O-T-S, or any shoe, S-H-O-E, since some of you are a real fucking pain with the words. The manufacturer of the phone is supposedly in Seoul, Korea, being an international spy problem. That would be Korea, being a nation of known terrorists to my mother superior position on this planet. So Seoul, Korea, being S-E, I think it's O-U-L-K-O-R-E-A. If you read the international agreement that they wrote with the United States of America being the land of distribution, D-I-S-T-R-I-B-U-T-I-O-N, for corporate problems, C-O-R-P-O-R-A-T-E. First of all, Korea and the facially disfigured in China, who supplies the equipment, E-Q-U-I-P-M-E-N-T. The back of my phone says China, is where it says made in China. So why are the legalese, L-E-G-A-L-E-E-S, of international law saying that any dispute has to be held in Korea, Seoul, Korea, to be complete, the town of Seoul in the country of Korea, being that China made the phone, Korea has some kind of licensing agreement or trademark with China. Both of them are in direct violation of planetary laws because neither country is permitted to use light year equipment. They don't have a manufacturing license at all with anything Guardian, Galaxy, Star People, or the people that own the technology behind what makes your cell phone tick and go, as well as they don't own the numerices, the alphanumerics, the atomic clock, and the anatomy that it takes to keep the clock ticking. They don't own any of the above, therefore they are at a lesser advantage with a court or a dispute should arise. I am telling you right now, as I've told you before, they are not to be able to lease, market, manufacture, or sell to the general public anything that looks like the technology that I am at this moment using. So therefore, I am at a bloatware between them, their spy ring, that part of it builds these tracers and siphons the feed off to make a copy and then holds it like hostage candy to the NSA authorities of English and American US, like myself, being not facially disfigured white. And they're not allowed to do that either. On this planet, there is one Mother Superior. Always. It belongs to the Catholic Church. The C-A-T-H-O-L-I-C C-H-U-R-C-H. That would be myself. I'm the cat. I'm the trifecta. Cat from Tartarus as Providential Uzza. Those are the words I give you as Mother Superior because I am immortal in star places and star being, which is a very high-ranking official amongst the religious communities, before I am born. if I have a problem that I encounter with one of my responsibilities being partially human and then full-time human at some point, who am I to rely on when the Americans are misprogrammed and don't understand? And while English Queen, they made a church with some Reformation and they call her the Holy Mother. There is to be no Holy Mother or Mother Superior dispute amongst two white women that both speak English. Do you understand, Elizabeth, in London, sitting in a place that calls itself to America, United Kingdom? With who, Elizabeth? Because I am the Holy Mother. I am the only Holy Mother, all area, space, and time. I am the only superior, Mother Superior or Superior Mother of all area, space, and time, regardless of my age. So now, how do I rectify this on the face of the earth, and who do I go to when Elizabeth is prancing around with her people, claiming that she is a demigod as well, sort of, because she has a church of her own, which is also Christian, and they go by Holy Mother, not to confuse with Mother Superior. It's too close of a coincidence, and you use it for coined purposes, Elizabeth. It's a major issue with misleading the public. Time and time again, you've done it. My word, I own the word French. French. It's Nicole Cattaruzza Hitler, and it's Freya, F-R-E, usually Y-A, which is Norwegian, for Freya, goddess of love in Norwegian territory. And there happens to be a Romance language of French. And there's a landmass called France, F-R-A-N-C-E, another red, white, and blue flag that goes with my Russia and my America. Imagine that. But Elizabeth, you stole my colors on your flag and claimed the little island in the Sea of Tranquility with that beautiful rose garden to Queen Anne outside of Buckingham, like while you're inside the gates. Yeah, I heard it along the way, along with the Big Ben, that's the big clock tower. Right, Elizabeth, how are you going to explain to everybody the Mother Superior of both the Protestant Church, being the Church of England, and the Holy Mother and the Mother Superior of Catholic are one and the same, being Nicole Cattaruzza, who's going to have a son named Benjamin, who is supposed to visit his grandmother inside Buckingham, but you took their crown, their livelihood, and your incessant need to prove and lay quiet like some weird woman, while the rest of the lands are held in account, and then you claim that it's some kind of vengeance against the crown. No, Elizabeth, as the Holy Superior Mother, I am the tiebreaker between the English crown, the French crown, the Spaniard crown, the Russian crown, the American crown, the Canadian crown, the Latin American crown, the African crown, the Australian crown. All throughout the lands, I am the one immortal that takes care of all empire and kingdom business. I am the United Kingdom, not you, Elizabeth. You stole my colors. You stole my title. You misled the entire population. You stole my grandmother and my great-grandmother, their half of the estate, the living estate, that needed to be sat and seated properly. If you wanted to move over and be included, it could have been done, but you still needed to acknowledge and bring into the royal partnership and fold the Irish Protestant woman who was Mary Watt Millar, and the McClurgs being Andy. I believe Prince Andrew, you are part of my brood. BROODE, not Elizabeth's. Elizabeth is subject to having her head, Philip, Charles, and their 2 children and their grandchildren and wives, their heads cut off and put as markers in front of Buckingham like medieval times, like Vlad the Impaler and I insist on, considering you are mid-ranking royals, and yet you sit there and mislead your own royal court and cause mass mayhem and hysteria around the globe. You confuse the elite white partnership that I had in place with the Catholic holy commanders of the Father from Argentina and the private white police force of holy men that are outside of the real world, so they're not swayed by any count by money, by the names associated, or by the royal partnerships. They are required to hold the history, the immortals account measures,